Well, okay, as can be seen, I've got this Triumph pre-unit T120 Bonneville back on the bike lift. No harm done yesterday when it was laying on its side, having the bearing fitting compound put between the slightly loose fitting main shaft in the inner race of the main bearing. The main bearing itself is fine. I've got a good firm fit there now. I think the stuff was set okay, so I'm ready to start putting things back together. And also I've attended to this, well, this seal arrangement in the back of the primary chain case was totally absent. So I ordered the new bits. I had the stumps of the old rivets in there, so I got them out, and I managed to find some rivets. I think there might be brake lining rivets or something. I had to cut them down a bit shorter, and I also had to drill the holes out very slightly, only perhaps a few thou through the back of the primary case and through this retainer plate, just to enlarge them by a whisker so that the rivets would fit through from the back, and then I've been able to peen them over. So that lot is all good, but surprise surprise, it's thrown up another problem. Now the hole in this is just a whisker larger than the diameter of the main shaft there. It won't fit over this bronze bush in the sleeve gear. The inner primary case won't go fully home because the end of this bronze bush through the sleeve gear projects too far and stops it going all the way. Now, I could find a suitable diameter of tube and use it as a drift and carefully drive that in the bush inwards a couple of millimeters, but I'm reluctant to do that because if it turns out that the bush is just a bit too long and it hasn't moved and it's fitted into the sleeve gear as far as it should go, if I move it any further in, we might find we've got a 3-speed gearbox with no top gear, because if this bush protrudes too far that way, it'll stop the main shaft sliding gear moving all the way across towards me to engage top gear. So I don't want to do that because then I'd have to go into the gearbox. So what I'm going to do, I think I can spin it by spinning the wheel, and I'm just going to stand patiently and hold the blade of a hacksaw against it and spin the wheel, and I'm going to crop 2 or 3 millimeters off the end of this bronze bush sticking out of the sleeve gear, and then once that's gone, perhaps this will fit properly and go all the way on, and we won't have to worry about this coming to a stop against that bush. So a little bit more faffing around to do, but in the grand scheme of things, things could be a lot easier than they would have been if I had to take the whole engine out and strip it down as I first thought I might have to. So onwards and upwards. I'm going to get the hacksaw. I'm going to stand here patiently spinning the rear wheel and see if I can just take a little bit off that to shorten it.